I think we're there. Hey, okay. We're here, Kelly. We did it. We did
Okay.
it. Um, I was just saying, and then I'm like, let's just push live and continue this conversation.
Yeah.
You guys, this is it. We have made it to March 25th, which is pretty incredible. Um, and I have so much to share. Like, if you guys I'm not going to even try, to be honest, during this team huddle to share everything that my past few days have allowed me to experience. But there are some really cool things happening. And I will be completely honest with you. They only happen if you make the sacrifice and put yourself in the space of different than what your norm would be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I would have gone through a weekend just at home, not saying my home is a bad place. I love my house actually. I would have rather been home because it's where I'm most comfortable. Do you know what I mean? Um but I guarantee you, I was thinking about this. I would not be the same person this Monday, March 25th, if I wouldn't have been crazy and driven 13 hours in a 48-hour time frame to go back and forth to Bowling Green this weekend. And you guys, um, I think I should just reintroduce you to Katie. Like maybe this is a Katie you don't know, or maybe this is a new Katie, or maybe you're like, oh, I remember parts of this Katie. It's really cool that we get to continually develop and reinvent ourselves, and it's only for the better. Like only for the better. So I have so much that I would love to share, and I realize so little time to do it. So this is my challenge for this day. So in my welcome, I good afternoon, Chris Kurtz. Wanted to drop some reminders because this, you guys, let me just, okay, set the frame. In case that you are foggy, right? I'm talking to those foggy girls right now, and I have been one of them before. Let's talk to the girls who are like, I'm not really sure, Katie. Let's just make it super clear. This week, like, and I'm not even kidding or adding more enthusiasm than we need to, like literally from Monday until whenever your work week stops, this week could be the most powerful week for you in all of the seminar year. And so the question is, if if Satan can't stop and destroy you, he can to some people, but if he can't stop and destroy you in your tracks, um Pam spoke this over us, and so here I am sharing, right? Like if he can't destroy you, he will distract you. And he will distract you with things that you think are immediate, or things that might have drama attached to them. That is a red flag that it is not from God, because it doesn't feel good, right? And so all of these distractions, you guys, will stop us, and then it's done, and then it's gone, and then our window of opportunity is completely missed. And anyways, I am just having that prayer over us this week, that we stay clear with each other and that we stay focused, because this, you could look back, I'm not even kidding, you could look back on July 1st and be like, the week I finished double credit and that $10 starter kit, and the week that I really finished the month of March and launched into the last 3 months of the seminar year, like that was a launching point for me. That was everything to build this momentum. So here we are. This is it, right? So here's the thing. Just a few things for you to consider and questions for you to look over for yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. I have 5 things. Okay. The first is Gen X. So Gen X is important because it helps us track that full circle, right? It helps us to look at the full circle and see where we are. It helps us to say, where am I on March 25th? And where do I say I want to end? And what is in the middle? And then what am I going to do about it to close the gap, right? And that makes our decisions today really impactful because everything that we do is actually moving us towards that point. Um, do I have things lined up for this week to get me to where I want to end? And so we look at the middle, right? And we kind of manipulate that in the best way. The second thing, so that's Gen X, consider it, carve some time out. Like I can't do it with you right now because it's not something we can do together. I mean, even if we had 5 hours, I still couldn't do it for you. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to carve that out by yourself and just ask yourself those questions. And then it leads to this creative, strategic, like thought process, which is super awesome. So, okay, the second thing on Thursday night at 8 p.m., we are popping into Beauty Sessions, which is simply a Facebook group that we have. And it is a house for our virtual sessions. And so, Thursday night, PJ party, 8 p.m. It is going to be fun. But you guys, we have to have people interacting. Okay. Like, I am in the ship of, how do I want to say this? I refuse to let other people's interactions dictate what I feel led to do. Does that make sense? And so I'm like, okay, we're doing this. We're going to get however many people on it. And this new version of Katie, I'm like, I don't even care. You guys, there needs to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It could be, 700 for all that matter. It's going to take the same amount of work and energy on our part to just have people in there and energized and learning and having fun together. But I will tell you, if this is what I know about Facebook algorithm and this in Beauty Sessions, I have posted in there. And so I'm one account posting in a group. You know what I'm saying? If there's several different, like Facebook users, if you will, going into Beauty Sessions and either, really you could do comments, posts, you could create a post and tag your guests in it and just be like Thursday night, you know what I mean? Like, it does not actually, it shouldn't be just my, Katie posted this and then Katie posted this and like Katie's posting all this stuff in this group. It's so fun, but that's fine. But there's more. I mean, like I'll still do it, right? But it is going to level up the success of the whole thing if more energy is behind it. Like it's just how it is. And so do not in a million years think like, oh, Beauty Sessions is a place for Katie to post. I have failed you if that's what you think Beauty Sessions is. So please don't do that. Like get in and help the energy because your energy, it matters so much. Okay, so there's that. If you want to, like if your guests are local and if you want to get them a sample pack before, that's cool. If you want them just to look or, watch and comment along, that's awesome. But make sure that we're inviting in is the thing, inviting in to the process. So there's opportunities, right? I did also in the same stream as that, I did just post in Voxer that Julia Burnett, Heidi Gelzer, and Kim McClure, like that's amazing. They are doing tomorrow night a sharing event in Zoom and it has the number in there. And so that would be a place for you to show up and watch, but also to have potential team members show up and watch, and then just have a back and forth conversation afterwards. That's a sharing appointment, first of all, with that closing conversation, right? And lots to take advantage of right now. So that is on my personal list as well. If we look at double credit, it is glaring back at us. Your double credit in team building and your double credit in retail sales. I went through extensively and shared my thoughts on this and created a email. Like the information is definitely out there. And so now it's just like our own thought process of like, yes, let's wrap this up. Let's be super smart and nail it. You guys just nail it and hit the thing that you're excited to do because we are smart and strategic and we hold ourselves to high levels and none of those levels include excuses. Okay, moving on. 0 of them. So this is kind of exciting. I was just on Southwest bookaflight.com just to check things out. Um, and I lost my agenda. There it is. Seminar. So I had some details, prelim details that I wanted to share with you. And that is seminar. Mary Kay says day 0 is July 29th. Cool. July 29th. Day 0. And it ends August 1st. And so if you look at that, July 29th, day 0, will also be a day. So you're going to want to fly in super early that day, or the evening before that. The tours, and I know a lot of people are excited about this. You and all consultants are invited to go tour the manufacturing plant. And it's been a while since they allowed us into the manufacturing plant for obvious reasons. But yeah, it's going to be open this year for all of us to go and be a part of. Having said that, Stacy and Paula, you will remember from last year, there's actually a day 00 that, we didn't know about. And last year we were a part of, and it was freaking amazing. So July 28th, and this is honestly by invitation only. I don't have the specifics of how these invitations are being extended yet, but that will be a day I will be at seminar early on July 28th because of the epic Leader's Edge that is just completely blowing my mind every single time I continue to engage with this. So July 28th is going to be Sunday, and that's the epic Leader's Edge day. And then the 29th is day 0. So I could also spend 5 hours, right, talking about the benefits of coming to seminar. And the truth is, you guys, you just have to show up for you and have faith and trust in the process and in the knowing, not even like the hoping, but like the knowing that what you want your business to grow into, you will find connections and support and like bigger vision. Obviously, we hold each other, here every single week, but it is bigger, stronger, better, louder, touchable. Like literally everything is touchable at seminar. And I'm going to be honest, you guys, I missed all of you last year, and I'm not in charge of your schedules, but if I could, all of you would just in the blink of an eye be there. And I am so excited to know, oh my gosh, I could just start screaming to see and hear of those of you who have already committed and are like, yes, I'm making a way and being there. So I just wanted to get that schedule out because I know a lot of you are thinking about that and wanting to get those things into action. It's a lot of announcements. We're making this happen, girls. We're doing it. I love it. Okay, Kelly, are you ready for recognition and sharing those things?
Yes. So good. I'm so excited for seminar. And yes, I can't tell you guys too just how important, how amazing it is. I mean, seriously, last year, it took me to the last second. I knew I wasn't going. I mean, I was scheduled to go. My dad was in his last week, and you guys, I still waited. I don't know why. I thought a miracle was going to happen. I don't know. But I waited till like days before I canceled my flight, and I called Mary Kay, and I don't know, I guess I didn't even need to call Mary Kay. I just felt like I wanted to be responsible. But seriously, that's how important it is I waited to those last seconds to make. I mean, I knew that I wasn't leaving, but I don't know. I don't know. I didn't. So anyways, so important. Okay, you guys, it is March 25th. And like Katie said, you guys, this week can be, if you choose, this can be the most important, the most incredible week of the seminar year for sure. I think we can compare this to the last week of June, which miracles definitely happen in that week. So you guys, let's think about it. How many faces? Where are you at? Are
Mhm.
you filling out the Gen X? Are you tracking on the Gen X form? Because that's the only way that we know where we're at. Um, right? Oh,
No, no, go. I was gonna find
oh,
it.
okay. No, it I think you froze and it looked like you were about to say something. Um, okay, so like how many faces have you done? How many sharing appointments? Give a shout out in the comments, you guys. Seriously, even if it's only one, I don't care. We're going to celebrate what you've done. Okay. And then set a goal for this week too. Like, what do you want to accomplish this week? So, how many faces? What are your sales? How many sharing appointments? New team members? Like, do you have a goal? Like, how many people would you like to share with this week
Mhm,
to guarantee that you get one new team member,
mhm.
right? You guys, it's $10 to be a part of this amazing company right now. That's just crazy. Um, let's see. And then new bookings. New bookings this week. You guys, you can book for today. You can book for tomorrow. What I suggest is you work on contacting, make your list, have your quiet time, make your list, work on make your list of sharing, um, a list of bookings, and anybody that you can't book right now, that's when you go into next week, right? And then you're going to start off April full of bookings also. So that's my challenge to you. But please share in the comments. We want to celebrate you guys. So we really need to know um, where you're at with all your numbers.
It's so good. I had some questions, you guys, that go along with that. And these are questions from Leah from this morning. So she asks, and I'm passing on, have I shared with everyone that I facialed this month? Like, have I shared the opportunity? And do I have a system? This is interesting and something for you to think about. Do I have a system to go back and look at the faces that I've done over the past 3 to 6 months? Like, where do you have that? It could be, I mean, just two things that I think of that would be helpful for you maybe is like, and here's the thing, no shame, but you guys, it's important, right? And if you don't have that in action or like a system right now, then from March on, you can totally have it in place, right? But it's the system to look back on who have we facialed. And so it could be as simple as like your Gen X sheets, or it could be your spreadsheet. Honestly, like if you are one of our techie girls, I know there's a bunch of you out there, then just it's a sheet and it is so simple. You like see all the names right there. And it is exciting to see names and activity build up. She also asks, what about your prospects? Do you have all of them in a layering sheet or a spreadsheet that you can go back and connect with again? Even if you didn't facial them this month, it's time to connect. Um, she talks about low hanging fruit, and I don't mean this. It is what it is, you guys. Low hanging fruit. Those are former consultants who you're going to say like, yes, you were a consultant. I know you fell off, but do you just want to pay $10 and get your discount again? It's low hanging fruit. Will it be a new team member? Yes, absolutely. Um, However, get everyone back into your team where they're supposed to be, and then we share the excitement and energy level that actually it's more than just buying stuff at a discount, you know? Okay. Kelly already talked about setting a specific goal. We are challenged, you guys, each of us, our team and Kelly's team. So that's two teams here for each of us to add 5 new consultants this week to our teams. And I'm pretty excited about that. So that's all of us. I think all of us together. So all of us together, we would add 10, right? We would add 10 together. Um, Gen X, Gen X, Gen X, where are you? Finish it. Finish it. And then just the same note, what you do this month is deeply impactful. Like this is a highly weighted I was thinking about this because Colin just finished a marking period and he was saying, they have their grades separated. There's assessments and then all the assignments. And the assessments up here, in order to figure out their grade, um, like their assessments are weighed heavier. It impacts your grade more than like one assignment. Um, and so this week in our big range of seminar year, this week is highly, it's weighted, it's heavy in a good way, right? Um, okay, and this is the week, you guys, honest to goodness, to be on your A game, like A game. And I want to tell you something mental that I'm doing with myself, and it's kind of fun and inspiring every single day. So, who are you? Like, I don't care who you are right now. Right now, I am, okay, I'll tell you who am I right now in Mary Kay. In Mary Kay right now, I am a senior sales director. I am a car driving director. I am a leader of 55 active consultants. That's who I am right now. But in my head, you guys, that is not who I am. That's not me. Like I look at that and I'm like, hmm, interesting. Okay, here's what I've been doing. And this is how you can be on your A game every single day. And it works. And I love it. And it's exciting. I ask myself, and I think I'm really going to put it right here on my computer. And I am a top trip director. That's who I am. I am a top sales director. I am a future executive, senior sales director, and Jeff and I go on all expense trips paid by Mary Kay every single September. God bless you, Kelly.
Sorry.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's who I am. And when we go to events, it's not just me and maybe two consultants who like, oh yeah, I'm free and bored that weekend. No, it's like me and a whole line of red jackets. And then there's all of these consultants backing them because there's so many of us who are working together as a team. And so I call that version of Katie, she is top trip Katie. She's top trip Katie. Like, okay, so here's what you do. Who are you? Like you have to say that to yourself. Like, who are you? You're not top trip Katie. I don't know. Who are you? But insert your name. And here's what I would put here. What would top trip Katie do? Okay, is that incredible? So when I have choices and options and all kinds of things happening, life every single day, Top Trip Katie doesn't have a perfect life. She just makes different choices. Do you know what I'm saying? Like stuff is going to happen. Even Pam Shaw, you guys, she stood there and she talked about her past year and she listed off things that like brought her to tears that were hard in her life, like happening right now. And she said with all of the love in the world, but she can say it in a way where you're like, eek. And she's like, we all have stuff happening. What gives you the upper hand that you don't have to continue moving forward just because you have stuff happening? We all have stuff happening. Or we all have things to figure out, or we're all, do you know what I mean? Like no one has it all together, you know? And so I just keep thinking, what would top trip Katie do? What would she do? And I'm gonna put that down. And I'm just gonna live to what she would do. And you guys watch. I am marking my words today. Sometimes Leah says it takes 2 years. I'm patient. I'm not really patient, but I'm practicing patience. And so if it takes 2 years, it's gonna take 2 years. But my question is, what would top trip Katie do? And anyways, I wanted to share it with you because that was something I totally took away and made a big difference. Okay. Um, what was I going to share? Kelly, do
I
you
don't
want to
know.
go into MKU? Oh, wait, we have recognition still from, I saw
Yeah,
something. Is that Chris?
yeah, that's I assume that's Chris.
I think it is. Okay, Kelly,
Yeah.
go for it. Go for
All
it.
right, Chris. Last week, 403 in sales, 3 sharings, appointments, and 3 bookings. Okay, again, you guys, have I said this every week? Full circle. Congratulations, Chris. I am so excited for you. And so what were your sales from? Like, I'm just curious. Like, did you do faces? Is it the work you've done in the past and it's coming back to bless you? I'd love to know, but oh my goodness, yes, full circle work, my friends. Amazing, so good. Katie, I was also gonna say, so and it just kind of ties in as I was thinking before we even got on. I was like, okay, we're all talking about, or I assume we're talking about goals and this week, what we want to accomplish and where we want to end up on June 30th. So, like our professional growth, right? But it all begins with our personal growth and a healthy mindset. That was like, I'm like, it goes perfectly in what you were talking about and building yourself every day, along with telling yourself who you really are. So, I love that. So good. Um, so yes, so you guys, this is like we said, moving on up and team building. And this is our second or third week that this just keeps rolling right into. Um, yeah. So one thing I wanted to share too is when Katie was talking about um and this is why we track, because like I've been going back through looking from almost a year ago, probably last spring, last winter, pulling out my party sheets, my virtual party sheets, where I had tracked everything and wrote everybody's name in and taken notes on people. And I'm just pulling that. I mean, I don't have some big fancy spreadsheet or anything, that's just not me, but I can pull out my sheet from each one and I can even go back into those groups that I had
Mhm.
and check out things. And that's how I'm right now trying to follow up um, with some people that maybe, maybe they didn't purchase anything at that time.
Mhm.
Um, so, anyways, there's all kinds of different ways that we can go back to find an
Mhm.
old list that you brainstorm another time, I'm sure. And
Mhm.
maybe you didn't follow up with all of those people, or it's time again. So, anyways, so many different options to reconnect with people. Let's see. Oh, you guys, also, when you go back, so the MKU, we're wrapping up MKU, the boot camp, which is exciting, but also the team building. There's team building trainings under education on Mary Kay that aren't a part of MKU.
Mhm.
And you guys, there's also in that section, there's all kinds of little clips of Mary Kay. Mary Kay wisdom is what they call it. And it's Mary Kay speaking to us. And I think that we are all so grateful that she was so smart to have all these recordings. So it's like it really is like we're in her presence.
Mhm.
And I hope that you will take time to go and listen to those, because that is what that is what our company is about. And I think when you reinvest in the heart of Mary Kay and her passion, um, yeah, and just one of the things that really stood out is just go out and give. We talk about this all the time, and that's what we're doing. It's not just about the products. She said to pass it on. So you go out and give yourself away. The secret of success is to give yourself away with love. The more you give, the more you get. Well, all that you send in the lives of others does indeed come back into your own. So never give up, plan your work and work your plan, and only you can make it happen. Just like Katie was talking about the Gen X and tracking, and we could all sit there together if we wanted to, but it's not. It's on each of us individually
Mhm.
to decide like what steps we're going to. We can lay out the steps,
Mhm.
but you have to do it yourself.
Mhm.
Um,
Oh, I love that. Okay, you guys, this is fire. Today is pure fire. Um, okay, before I jump in to this, I have just really been convicted, quite honestly. What would top trip Katie do? What would that girl do? Um, and I want to know like you don't have to put it in the comments right now, but send me a Voxer message. I mean, honestly, that is kind of what I'm looking for. Um, pertaining to our team huddles. Um, and the way that it's flowing right now, I want to know your thoughts. And I see some strength that we've built through consistency. I also see, I don't want to say holes, I want to say areas of opportunity for more. And it's exciting to me to see where that is. Um, And so instead of just kind of thinking on my own, because I'm really just one view of the puzzle, do you know what I'm saying? I want to put all of our views and thoughts together and see because today is the last day of this breakthrough boot camp. Next week, we full on celebrate and launch into the next, the last 90 days of the seminar year. That's going to be powerful all by itself. But then after that, we have a series, another chunk of time coming up where we have to be super, super smart. Like we have to be smart about this. And we are smart and we are super strategic and we also have a lot of passion. Um, and our group is known for that, you guys, seriously. I had a girl walk up to me, and to be quite honest, you guys, I didn't know her. She said we had met before, but do you know what I mean? Like when you just say hi to someone, like I won't remember that. Like I have to really connect with someone to really remember them. And she's a team building consultant. Like I don't know it doesn't matter, her exact position on the career path, right? But she um told her director, who I am friends with now, right? And she said, "Who is that girl at our last event where, we connected, but it was just super quick." And so she's like, "That's Katie." She's like, "I want to get to know the girl who is always smiling." How cool is that, you guys? Like, we are smart, we are strategic, but there is like heart shining through, and it's not just me because it's where we come from. Like, it's this. Um, and so that, like, it's what we're building together, right? Like, it's so important. And so I thought, yeah, we're the team. We're happy. We're smiling. Even when we're not super happy, there is joy to be found in the smallest things, and we'll focus on the good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there is always good. And I know even through the chaos, and you're like, how is this thing exactly building? You have to know for sure, you guys. And before I talk about earning a car, because I'm about to tell you how to earn a car, um, you have to know that your journey in Mary Kay, I could be so mean to myself right now. And I could be like, girl, you have been in this for 21 years. Like I don't have time for that. But you know what I mean? Like you could look at your journey and be really negative to yourself, and you could be so mean and so rude. And like you could talk to yourself in a way that you would never talk to someone else because you're better than that, right? But we have to think about, okay, everything that has happened in my journey so far, everything, like the good, the bad, the ugly, the stuff I want to replay in my mind and the stuff that I pray I will forget, all of it is building for good. Like we have to know that. Like there is good and there's things to be looking forward to. So, anyways, that's who you are and that's what we're building together. Um, my friends, am looking for leaders, leaders of leaders of leaders of leaders of leaders. And so let's talk about it. Are you ready? Um, let's talk about cars. Let's talk about leadership. And to be quite honest with you, you guys, I'm going to tell you that this resource is here for you if you feel like, yes, I want to learn and dig in and figure that out. Am I going to force a goal upon anyone? No, never. Like, no, never. But here's something that was said this weekend, you guys, and that is, okay, I don't have to find it. I remember it. Someone, Pam or Julia, said, you will never achieve a goal that you don't understand. Okay, so if your goal is to be, remember when we were going through the career path and I said, if you want to max out the commission schedule that the company is offering, as a consultant, you should be a team leader. So if you hear that and if you don't understand how that's true, then you need to go and figure it out. Or let's talk to each other and like figure it out, because there's no way that you will max out the consultant commission schedule. There's no way that you can strategize your way there if you don't understand it. Does that make sense? And it's not difficult. It's just a few rules. And like, you just have to wrap your head around it, plot it out, and move forward. Okay, So that was cool. And then she said something else, which I was like, that makes it even better. So she was like, okay, you're never going to achieve a goal you don't understand. However, that is a positional goal, right? Like that's a positional goal. But being a leader, um, your influence, that's what leadership is, right? You don't have to be a certain level to be a leader. You can be a leader the moment you sign your agreement because you have influence. Like the way you show up, it impacts people for better or worse. You guys, you're impacting our team. I'm sorry, you are. Like, I hope you have a goal to make it better. I really don't want someone who's going to make it worse. That's not cool. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, so impact, influence, that's something we're always learning and getting better at, you know? But achieving the goal, you can't get there unless you understand it. Being an incredible leader, I don't think you ever totally understand because you're always evolving. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, oh, I don't have John Maxwell's library memorized on leadership. You don't have to, right? Because you're constantly learning, but you do have to know, okay, how many active does it take, my friends? Does anybody know? Like, what if I put up a Jeopardy game here? Like, how many points would you score on the I know what it takes game? I don't have one. Don't. It would be fun though. Okay. Here is something I want to kind of put into your mind. Kelly and I have both had the incredible honor and privilege of earning Mary Kay cars. And that is where the MKU modules end, you guys. It literally says, what does it say? Like, how to earn a free car, I think.
Yeah.
Like, that is so cool. That is incredibly, incredibly cool. And so we're going to talk about it, you guys. Like, we're going to talk about what that means. Kelly, for example, let's just go to the dealership. I have a picture in my head of you and your family at the dealership. Like, how did that experience go for you?
Oh my god. It was you guys, the crazy thing is I don't even think I ever went inside the dealership. I honestly don't. My car was outside. I s- my kids, yes, my family, Kevin was there and my all my boys were there. Katie was there. Stacy was there. Jan, I remember Jan. You guys, it was just it was so good. They I got inside and the person from the dealership got in the front seat with me and started going over it. Heck, I didn't even understand half this stuff because I didn't never had a car with all the bells and whistles and all that
Mhm,
magical stuff. I just was like, okay, okay, tell me everything. And I think I signed my name one time. I mean, it was like crazy and amazing. And then I remember taking a picture with the boys, and it was an amazing feeling just to know that you did it. You set a goal and you did it. Were there obstacles? Absolutely.
mhm,
But yes, just that feeling of accomplishment. And then every time you get in the car and drive it, you're
yeah,
reminded. I mean, what an amazing reminder of what a blessing it is, um, to have the opportunity
mhm,
to work for this company. Um, and just knowing too, I didn't get there. I didn't do it on my own. I
mhm,
mean, um, you have to bring others along with you. You have to, it's a team effort. You cannot earn a car by yourself. I will tell you that.
yeah,
It is not even possible. And how amazing that Mary Kay knew that from day one, that in order to do that, you have to bless others and make them a part of your journey. So I don't know. And I remember Katie, your pink Cadillac pickup was amazing.
Oh, okay. What is it? Yeah. Okay. That's so cool. Tell it from your perspective, Kelly, because that is also Okay, here's the thing, you guys. I think that some women might have a limiting belief, which is something you believe that's not true, right? And it's negative and it holds you back. Some women might think when it comes to the car program that like, oh, I don't know if I should go for this because it seems like how do I talk to my team about it? Because isn't it my car? So Kelly, this is really cool because I came to your car pickup watching as a leader. I didn't help impact that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like my numbers didn't count for your car, but from your perspective, being a part of a team car pickup, what was that like?
Um, you guys, it's just like we've talked about on a I don't want to make it sound, but on a lower level, we talk about how people want to be a part of something big, or a lot of people don't have goals, or you know what I mean? It's the sisterhood. It's impacting others. The cool thing is, like when Katie was earning her pink Cadillac, we were all a part of that.
Mhm.
And what you were because sometimes too we're not willing to do the work for ourselves, or we make
Mhm.
excuses or that.
Mhm.
But when there's that bigger goal that you're going for, guess what? You're also hitting you're being your personal best.
Yeah.
So it's not just about, yes, I wasn't getting a pink Cadillac, but
Mhm.
it was very cool to say, number one, our team earned a pink Cadillac.
Yeah.
Together we earned it. um I was a better person for it. I
Yeah.
was working harder. I
Yeah.
was impacting more lives.
Yeah.
So it all comes together. Women working together and supporting a leader. Yes.
Yeah.
And even supporting each other. It was even,
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't even really even explain the feeling um,
Mhm.
until you're a part of it. I mean,
That is so exciting. I love it. I love it. And to watch you guys truly, when you think about earning a car, here is the truth of it. The truth is, it's a culmination of lots of wins put together. And we all know, right? If I say it one more time, we're going to tattoo it somewhere. But when the tide comes in and the water rises, all the ships rise.
mhm.
And if you're going to be a part of something, I mean, I want to be a part of a winning team. Like I just do. I want to be a part of the championship. And that's what this is in our Mary Kay world. Now the thing is, which blows my mind and will continue to be so, um, is that every single leader gets to have this chance. It's not like, and Mary Kay Ash made it that way. Like, it's not just going to be the top 20 or the top, it's like every single woman that hits these qualifications, when teams rise to the occasion, they did it, you know? Would anyone record? Oh, well, we're just gonna have to do it again.
Yes, we have pictures.
We're gonna do it again. Um, So I want to tell you guys, quick story, and then we're going to go into an idea of phases of earning your own career car. Okay. I'm going to put you all in phase one if you accept today. Did you know that we're going to do that? You're leaving today in phase one. Okay. So honest to goodness, you guys, we have earned, and I say we, because I mean it. Um, and my family is a part of that 10 career cars over my career. And if you think about it, I've been a part of Mary Kay for 21 years, and you keep a car for 2 years. And so 20 years of having no car payment. Like, if I had a car payment, I'd be like kind of crabby. Like, what? To pay for your car? What is this? But here's the deal, you guys. I started 21 years old earning my first car in Western Michigan University, and it was incredible. And every 2 years, they put, after that's how long it lasts, the lease, if for the Mary Kay car or the cash compensation. And you need to know you have a choice. Um, but every 2 years, they put you back into qualifications. They watch your numbers again. Your team rises to the occasion that you are creating. Not that you sunk in between time, but you know what I mean? It's time to watch closely again. And you do it again. Now, when I tell people that I've earned 10 Mary Kay cars, they're like, where do you keep all of your cars? And I'm like, oh, for the love. Okay. So that's not how it works. But um, you know what the interesting thing is, you guys, and I want to share my pink Cadillac story with you because I want you to know how much it actually doesn't have to do with the car. When we earned our pink Cadillac, it was not because, I mean, I've always wanted a pink Cadillac since the day I started Mary Kay, right? But as Kelly said, sometimes you don't do things for yourself. And so I'm inviting you guys to take yourself out of the picture because when I really took myself out of the picture, I did it fast. Like it was fast. I made a decision and 6 months later had the pink Cadillac. In the meantime, you guys, I can't remember how many cars we earned but there was lots of free cars, but like I wanted the pink Cadillac, right? And I didn't understand, but take yourself out of it and find a non-Mary Kay connection of like, okay, if I do the work that it takes to earn the Mary Kay career car, if I do the work honestly, filled with integrity, and I know there are some car drivers watching right now, which is why I'm going into so much detail because I expect, you guys, I'm speaking it out and I am expecting that there are free cars coming to our area with your name on it. I am telling you it's going to happen. But what is it in your life that your income, lifestyle, whatever, of this work, accomplishing this work is going to provide you what? And the thing that it's connected to, okay, if I do this, then this is what we're going to earn, or this is what we are going to experience together, or this is what I get to provide for our family. If that is real, like if you really think about it and connect my Mary Kay career card to a lifestyle, a position, an income, and whatever, you guys, you will not give up on it. Like you won't do it. You won't quit on something that's important to you. And if you do, then go back to the beginning and just say, why is this really important to me? Because if you look at it, yes, you need personal team members. Yes, you're going to have to do a lot of parties. And yes, you're going to have to do career shares and build your team. There is no way around that. You're going to have to do the work. And some people need a little kick in the butt to do the work, like, so you have to find that kick, like what is going to kick me to do the work? And for me, in that way, it was providing literally monthly income for my family. So I want to show you this picture really quick. Okay. Are you going to be the girl on top? Let's all together. Oh, where'd she go? Do you see it?
No.
I don't see it either. Browser can't access your screen. Well, that's so fun. Let's try again. There she is. Okay. So are you the girl on top? You are just going to wrap your rope around the whole entire mountain and try doing everything at once, right? Like it's so heavy, you guys. It's so overwhelming. It is just so big. Of course, you're not going to do that. That doesn't even make sense. Versus doing a little bit every day, right? Take a chunk out of the mountain and carry it away. Look at her. She's doing great. She's doing great. So I want you to really think about that as a visual. Like, how are you attacking this goal for you? Well, here's the phases, you guys. And I will tell you right now, for my personal family, we have been enjoying the Mary Kay career cash. Cash compensation, whatever. And it's been a while. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I'm done. Like, I am grateful, but I'm also done. And so walking into Bowling Green, okay, I'm going to show you mine and then I'll show you yours. Okay. So we got from the Nationals this document that I want to share with you guys. And like literally this is the only one that I have. There is no digital copy yet, but when I get it, I will share it with those of you who are serious about it. It goes through the work that it will take to earn the career car. And I have to show you the one I got because I am done with cash compensation. On March 25th, I'm telling you, I'm done. And I think it would be so cool to go to seminar, being on target for my next step because I'm done. Okay, like I'm done with this. It's fine. And so I got a big version because they're incredibly generous people. Can you stand? You can't even see it.
Yes.
Okay. Literally, you guys, it is the blueprint to earn our next Cadillac. Like, this is what it takes. And yeah, there's a lot of boxes and there's a lot of lines and a lot of, numbers, but it's also signed by Leah, Julia, and Pam. And I get to add my name right there. And we get to go through this and fill this up together because I see our unit. The tide is coming in, the water is rising, and all the boats go up with it. And so this is what my focus is. And I thought, I am so excited. This is the topic today because I am all for it. So let's talk about this one. And again, I know it's black and white, it's bold. Okay. What it's called is Tweed and Speed. Okay. Tweed, you guys, is our new sales director jacket. So let me just tell you something. And I am telling you this 100% information only. Okay. Do with it what you will. I hope you allow it to motivate you. Starting July 1st, the consultant career car program is going away. And so from now until June 30th, you can earn a car as a consultant and continue being a consultant and have a free career car. But that's not what Kelly and I did. I want to tell you what we did. And why is it going away? I'll just flat out tell you. In the country right now, there are 120, that's not a lot, consultants who are in the Mary Kay Career Car Program, consultant career car program. And so, yes, they are maxing out at a team leader, but then they have kept going and their production is at a level where Mary Kay is giving them a career car. Okay, that's what they're doing. There's 120 of them. I don't know who they are, but there they are. Here's what Kelly and I did. And a lot of other, the rest of the Mary Kay world. When we said we wanted to earn our car, we also were smart. We also said we wanted to become a sales director because there is a 300% increase in your commission schedule. Anybody? So if you're going to do the work, let's do it, girl. Like, let's do it. And let's make it work. Let's make it worth it, like in a huge way. And so that's why it says Tweed, you're earning the jacket, and Speed, you're also earning the car.
Well, and Katie, I feel like the qualifications are more similar between the two than they were back when we did.
Yeah.
You know what I like when I was looking at it, I was just like, they are, yeah.
Okay, so Kelly, can you go through, do you have the qualifications up right there?
I don't have them up. I had just kind of written down.
Oh, okay. So what does it take? I want to just start there and then let's break it down into phases.
Okay, so to go on target is 8 active, which I think is so smart.
Yeah.
And then it said so 600 wholesale. And then to qualify, you can take 1 to 4 months, 26,000 combined between however many months you choose, and your personal and your team, it's all added together within those 4 months. And a total of 18 active team members you have to end with. And then 6,000 a month. Right? Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So that's like the technical.
That's very technical, and we have to know where that is, right?
Yes.
So with this plan, and you guys, this is the blueprint. I'm getting really close because this is all I got. Okay, this is all I got. But with the blueprint, here's the exciting thing is we can look at this and they're putting together the qualifications to earn both the Tweed and the Speed, and it's in one sheet, which is absolutely genius. And it took them hours to figure this out and make it so comprehensive and simple. Um, but I want to talk to you about phases. So, okay, the truth is, yes, that is what it takes to make it happen. I want you to think about, you guys, your personal, because we're all different, your own personal team. Now, if you're a brand new consultant and you have 0, your phase 1 to becoming on this path, your phase 1 is to get into a red jacket as soon as possible. Like that is your phase 1. And so your phase 1 is like, okay, here it is. And then when does my phase 1 end? Right? Like when does that end for me? You guys, we do not set goals for people. It is all voluntary for your own self. So I'm like asking you, and I don't know the answer. Okay. I really don't know. There may be a phase where you're like, okay, here's where I am. My goal is to get to that team leader position. My goal is to get to that 8 active position. So that could be a phase. But those are, yes, it needs to be written down and like labeled, right? Because again, we can't just like, I'm going to go try my best. Okay, that's horrible strategy. Horrible strategy. It won't happen. Okay. Trying your best is so sweet. It's a really sweet thought, but you need more than your try your best. Okay. Here's where I want to get super detailed, and that is here at the bottom. You are going to see parties and career talks. This is really where your phase 1 comes in. Okay. Your phase 1 is okay. Let's really look at this. This sheet tells me that it is going to take, now this is before June 30th, because you guys, the career car program is still here, but I'm just telling you, July 1st, it's only for sales directors and above. Okay. We've already talked about this. As of this very moment, in order to earn a career car, it will take a consultant 20 full circle parties to nail the results. And so instead of thinking, oh gosh, I need 8 team members, no, you, my friend, need to figure out, okay, if I need 20 parties, what chunk of those parties am I going to do in this month? And then who are those hostesses? And then every single party, like Chris has shown us every single stinking week, they need to be full circle parties. We're not just slapping products around, right? Like this is full circle focus. What does that mean? So when we're doing a party, it says we need 20 in order to earn a career car. I want you to get that in your head. And you guys, let's just extend it. In order to be a sales director, that's 30 parties. So take whatever number you want, okay? Whatever number you want. I don't tell you what to do. I'm just sharing the information. And I will coach you every single step of the way, okay? From those full circle parties, you then pull out career surveys, career chats. Kelly said, you cannot do this on your own. That girl cannot pull the mountain on her own. You can't, like, please don't even go there. Don't try. There's no possible way. You need a team. That's why it's leadership, is because you're creating a team of women. And so from those parties, you are selecting and sharing, hey, would you want more information to see if this opportunity could benefit you? Right? And then we share, and if it will benefit her, she's a part of your team now, which is so cool. And some say yes and some say no, but you don't know who says what unless we're doing the parties and asking, right? So I love this bottom part that says, this is how many. Your focus is 30 parties. There is no way to get around it. And if your focus then is like, dang, I need to get good at parties. Yeah, you do. You totally do. And the only way to get good at them is to start scary and sweaty and your words don't make sense. And like, your armpits are wet and all this stuff, like you're freaking out. That's where you start, honestly. That's what number 1 through however many looks like until you're getting confident and it grows quickly. The confidence grows. And career chats are coming from that because you're seeing people.
And also, the closer your parties are together, the more confident you're going to be. Like, I mean, I'm going to tell you, yes, one party a week is awesome and incredible. And that's great. But if you can do two, if you don't have a week in between your party,
Yeah.
you're going to have that confidence. You're like, oh, I just did this. Otherwise, it's kind of like a regrouping. So the
Yeah.
quicker that you can do it in the
Mhm.
shorter amount of time, I feel
Right.
like too.
I love this so much, you guys. Who is excited just to like get your hands on, okay, what does my phase 1 look like? Right?
Mhm.
And once you nail phase 1, there's a phase 2. And you better believe I'm looking at this the same way. Like for our team, what does phase 1 look like? And then what does phase 2 look like? Because we're not going to all of a sudden just jump up one day and, we are on it. We are doing this. No, it's like a build up, right? It's a build up. So,
Well, and that's the cool thing because everybody's doing the same exact work.
yeah,
I mean, for Katie to earn the pink Cadillac, she's doing the same exact thing, just more of it, but the same exact thing.
yeah,
So,
it's exciting. And it's just
mhm.
more people on board doing it along with you,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Um, okay, we have completely covered how to earn a Mary Kay career car.
I think
And
so.
we started with the car pickups. We started with your non-Mary Kay goal that's actually going to get you in there. But you guys, I want you please, if this is something that you're like, yeah, about that Mary Kay career car. And if it's really on your heart, then we find a picture of the car and we put your head in it and it's there as a visual, right? And then you connect something to it that's going to bless your family, your life, you. But this is not for the faint of heart. I'm not going to make it seem like, unicorns and rainbows.
Mhm.
They are giving us a free car. The income that comes along with this is substantial. You guys, like, this is legit business. And I love that the moment you start Mary Kay, we will tell you how to earn everything in all the ways. Like, you don't have to look at the car drivers in Mary Kay and be like, oh my gosh, they're just so special. Like they must have had a different path than me, or they must have, you know, it's so secretive. How did they do that? What are they really making? Like what would that mean for me? Like how would I do it? That is not how we roll. We will say, here is what it takes. Here is what it would get you. Is it something that would benefit you in your life? And for some people, it's not. But for some people, it would be life changing. And Mary Kay's here for it. So that's all I have to say on that. Okay, Kelly, let's just wrap this MKU up, you guys. And please, 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 today, send me your team huddle thoughts because I'm compiling and we're
Mhm.
thinking.
For sure. So, you guys, I want you to think about honestly, what have you taken away from MKU? Have you gone back and watched the videos? I don't know. I
Mhm,
hope you have. I hope it wasn't just here because I mean, yes, we're thankful that you're here and watching this and that, but there's two pieces to this puzzle. You're going to get so much more when you actually spend a little bit of your own time
mhm.
reflecting on the different things in MKU. Also, I feel like,
Yes.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So cheer
Wow.
it. So I have a. This is just because you guys, it is Easter week too, isn't that
Yep.
crazy? So I just wanted to share this. Oh, oh, hi, Katie. um, so it says during Easter week, may faith, oh, stop it. Stop it. Okay. May faith give you peace, struggle give you strength, forgiveness give you freedom, lessons give you blessings, hope give you healing, purpose give you passion, life bring love, joy, and laughter, moments give you memories, And God give you grace always.
I love that. Well, we're going to be checking in to wrap this whole entire thing up and
Mm.
celebrate next week and get ready to launch into something even better, you guys. All right. Thank you for
Oh, I
being here.
challenge you guys too
Yes.
next week to have your numbers from March.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's work on sharing those ahead of time. That would be
Yes.
fun.
Yes. Cool. Thank you so much, Kelly.
Yes, thank
We'll see
you.
you soon. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.